Nez Perce tribe's native homeland extended across a plateau country of ancient volcanic rock, deep canyons, and mighty rivers between the Cascade and Rocky Mountains. Separate Nez Perce bands once lived from Oregon's Wallowa Valley up and down the Snake River Canyon to the Clearwater Valley in Idaho. Their land spread north and south along the Bitterroot Range, encompassing the rugged Loxa and Selway drainages and the extensive Salmon River country. It was, and still is, a beautiful and abundant land, rich in wildlife, productive forests, and lush meadows. Nez Perce ancestors thrived here for thousands of generations. The story of the Nez Perce conflict began with the arrival of white men in the early 1800s. The Nez Perce aided explorers Lewis and Clark, and they traded with early fur trappers. Christian missionaries lived among them. Early settlers knew and respected the Nez Perce as skillful horse breeders, hunters, and warriors. For 50 years, the Nez Perce and their new neighbors lived together, side by side. By 1855, increasing numbers of settlers looking for land and prosperity expanded into Nez Perce country. That year, Washington Territorial Governor Isaac Stevens established a Nez Perce reservation of nearly 12,000 square miles, preserving much of the tribe's native homeland. Just 5 years later, prospectors encroaching on Nez Perce land discovered gold, and the U.S. government demanded new treaty talks. In 1863, new negotiations led to a tenfold reduction in land for the Nez Perce. Several bands whose traditional lands were not included in the reservation refused to sign the treaty. They became known as the non-treaty Nez Perce. Now divided, the Nez Perce tribe became increasingly vulnerable to pressure from homesteaders and the U.S. government. For over a decade, the non-treaty bands refused to leave their lands, but tensions mounted with growing numbers of settlers, and in 1877, the Army ordered the non-treaty Nez Perce to move on to the reduced reservation near Lapwai, Idaho.